Hey, Mr. C here once again with another Photoshop frame animation. So let's get started right away here. Let's go up to File menu and choose New. And we're going to name this a ripple. So we're going to use a ripple effect to create a text that looks like it's going to ripple as like waves. So again, we're going to have that 200 by 200 pixels. Again, make sure you double click and choose pixels. And we also want the background to be transparent. So let's choose OK. And there we are, ready to begin our new drawing. So again, we're going to use the text tool. This time we're going to use Arial Black. So again, it's probably at the top or close to the top. Make sure you change from regular to black. And we want to change the size to 72 pixels. And we're going to change the color to green. So let's choose a nice green there. And there is the text all set up. We just click. And ripple is going to be one word on one layer. So we want to make sure it's all cap locks. So you got, again, a couple different options. You can go to the paragraph and characters dialog box and choose the TT and type in your ripple, and it doesn't matter what case you use, lowercase, uppercase, it's all capitalized. So now we're going to center that. Oh, it's not 72 pixels, it's 48, my bad. So all we got to do is change that, select the whole thing, choose 48. There we go. That's going to fit a little bit better. And then, of course, we want to center that. So you can use the arrow keys to nudge. Looks pretty good. All right. So now we're ready to create 3 new layers. So I click on Ripple, and it's Control J. So we have a total of four layers, an original and 3 duplicates. And we're going to select all the layers, and we're going to rasterize type. So I got all the layers selected by holding down Shift, selecting the first and the last layer, and then I right click and I choose rasterize type. So now instead of being editable text, they are just images, and now we can apply a filter to each one of these images. Okay. Alright, so we're going to start with the second layer, or ripple copy. We're going to click on that, and we're going to go up to the filter menu. We're going to choose distort, and then we're going to choose the ripple effect right there. And that's going to bring open the new dialog box. And we want to change the amount to 50 here, and then click OK. And then we're going to click on Ripple 3. And change that to, we'll go up to Filter and change that to Distort and Ripple. And this time I want to change that to 75. And click OK. And then we're going to change that to 100. So Filter, Distort, Ripple, 100. Click OK. So now we've got 3 different ripples here. So here's our original. There's our first ripple. There's our second ripple. And there's our final ripple. So we have all 4 layers with different effects applied to them. So again, open up your frame animation. If it's not open, go up to the Windows menu and choose Timeline. Make sure you choose Create Frame Animation and not Create Video Timeline. And then select that button, and that opens up a new frame in our timeline. And the next thing I want to do is go to the drop down palette menu, and I want to choose Make Frames from Layers. That's going to create a new frame, frame for each layer. So there's our original, there's the first ripple, second ripple, and then the third ripple. So again, we've got those 4 frames. We don't want the timing to be at 0. We don't want to set any timing, in other words. And we're going to change that from once to forever. And we're going to play it so it looks like now it's got a little ripple in it. And another thing we could do is duplicate all these layers. So I can select them all and let's see, copy frames, and then select behind it, and then choose paste frames, and paste after selection, click OK, and I think we want to reverse those frames 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I'll go up here and reverse frames. So we've got the 100% ripple, and then it starts to ripple back to normal. And now if we play that, and if I need 2 100% ripples. There we go. So and I think we can delete that last ripple as well, because we go back to the beginning. That looks better. So we're going to stop that. Maybe have that pause just a half second there on the first one. Pretty good. Or take that pause off. It doesn't really make any difference. Whatever your preference is, maybe the pause off is better. So now let's save it. Go up to the File menu, choose Save. Again, make sure you're saving this in your Photoshop folder in your network drive. And again, you're saving it as a Photoshop file. And then you're also going to save it for the web so that we can put it on our website. And again, we talked about GIF 128 dithered. That's fine. You can choose that. Or you can do GIF 32. It's totally up to you. It's just a matter of the colors that you're using, the color scheme, maybe for your website. But we'll leave it at 128. Like I said, it's totally up to you. And again, make sure that's in your Photoshop folder. And again, it should already be labeled GIF or Ripple GIF. So I'm going to click Save, and there we have it. So that's another tutorial on frame animation. Again, if you need any extra help, be sure to stop by and see me. You can do it before school, after school, during study halls, or advisory. So, this is Mr. C signing off.